Hello all, this is Inexplicable Shorts. My name is Brandon Uddstrom, and today we have Purgatory, wherein a man, David, is confronted by his demons. So kick back, relax, and read along at inexplicable.shorts.com. Without further ado, let's get into it. The sound of waves crashing against the shore barely resonated as David lay face down, motionless. His white tank top was tattered, giving way to several deep wounds. But he couldn't feel any pain, nor the sun which was beating down with great intensity. Rather, it was tranquil. That is, until a beautiful tan woman in a flowered dress started to run her fingers through his hair, knife in hand.
"We need to talk about this, babe,"
she muttered, casually glancing over each abrasion.
"Remember the fun we used to have? We would take long showers together, crash weddings, stay out all hours of the night. Finally, I thought, somebody who gets how easy life can be if one just lives in the moment."
Mon? He began to stir, barely able to lift himself from the sand. Babe?
Take it from me. Women love guys who know what they want.
She slowly ran the blade across his cheek. Fuck. Ah. The punctures were now unbearable, sand searing. Every sensation hit at once.
"And what did you do? Remind me."
Stop! He barked, tone guttural.
"It's a very fine line, you know. A man who's too confident will think he's owed the world."
David let loose a roar of anguish, forcing his body to a near-standing position.
That includes every last juicy...
Enough! He swiped her knife, turned, and chucked it into the ocean. Upon looking back, she was gone. Okay, I'm dreaming. Clearly. But this pain... God damn it. A crow then soared overhead, its glide effortless, captivating. Given the shore lacked even a hint of carrion, David expected it to veer further inland. Not a bad idea, he quipped, following suit. Hopefully you're not eating me anytime soon. Some trees were downed at the onset, shards of branches scattered about, a mere blight on what was truly picturesque. Still, scenery held little importance. How did I get here? Where did Monica disappear to? If I'm not asleep, then how do I explain this? All questions that worked to erode his sanity.
"Our first date. Remember that evening?
Her voice, seemingly emanating from the clouds, returned.
You were so cute. Maybe even a little nervous.
What tree are you hiding in, huh?
Dinner at that fancy Italian place in the square. Some dancing. Amore mio."
Each word served to exacerbate his wounds. Can't you see I need help?
"I normally don't care for dancing.
Please!
But it's all about playing the game, and you were very charming."
She giggled. David dropped to one knee. Shit. Come on. You got this. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but you got this. Let's just stand up. He let out sharp, tight exhales while maneuvering back to a vertical base. There. Now I just creep forward. Where am I going? Who the hell knows? Several more crows began to traipse out of the surrounding bushes, absent-mindedly crossing his path. Others were silently observing, perched atop the evergreen limbs. Trying to tell me something, God? Huh? He really does have a sense of humor, eh, guys? Shoo! Get out of here! None of them seemed startled by his erratic arm-waving or shouting.
"David."
Monica called out once more in a sing-songy tone.
"How come we never got married?"
Ignore her. Just ignore her. And these fucking birds. Get the hell out of here! They refused, opting to remain eerily silent instead, stoic, following his every move. You think you're vultures or what? Yeah! A coughing fit then took hold.
"Imagine growing old together. Wouldn't that have been nice?"
Why am I even bothering to find you? Whatever this is, It's your fault, bitch. His hacking grew violent, with droplets of blood being discharged onto the soil.
Instead, you thought it more important to sneak around. At my most vulnerable.
The air had changed. All eyes were on David, who had collapsed once more. Chittering could be heard amongst the murder, and rather than scurry about, they stood perfectly in place. What is this bullshit? Like that movie? Or are you some kind of supervillain? He guffawed. Maybe this isn't a dream. No, I'm wide awake. It all makes sense now. Think of it. Your true colors have come out. I cheated because it was only a matter of time before you did the same. Or maybe because a younger woman happened to want a piece of this here. He grabbed his crotch. Caws rang out in defiance.
Do you know what cancer does? Allow me to explain.
Enough of these stupid fucking questions. We never acted like this. Straight shooters. That's what we were, Mon. None of this figurative bullshit.
At first, everything seems normal. You can go to restaurants, show up at some random stranger's wedding, dance and fuck the night away. Little do you know, your insides are rotting. That disease, the monster inside, it picks, David.
He felt a beak perforate his neck. Oh, little bastards!
And picks.
Another swooped in.
And
I'll kill every last one of you!
Picks and
Stop!
picks until you're nothing more than a shell. We could have had it all, but I wasn't enough. Instead, you and my tramp of a nurse took it upon yourselves to rip my heart out.
Make them stop!
I was hurting. I needed you. And instead, the two people I depended on most turned out to be fucking assholes.
Monica, please! Soon he was buried beneath a sea of black.
You're the monster now, David, not this cancer. I was scared.
She started to sob.
And you turned your back.
I'm sorry, okay? It was a mistake. Oh, God. Little by little, they dispersed. Some flew off with bits of his flesh. The reverberating war cries had settled. Now only whimpers from a man, broken, skin shredded, portions of bone exposed. Monica stood in the distance, her skin now a grayish color, shriveled, hair sparse, with very few strands yet lingering. What are you?
More importantly, what are you?
He looked puzzled.
Think about it. Those stab wounds should have done the job. They would have. And the crows, well...
She chortled.
No man survives that. Let alone whatever the hell you are.
So... what, Mon? You're telling me I'm... He mouthed the word dead, unable to say it out loud.
Ironic, isn't it? I get to decide your fate. Me, scorned and all. Up with the doves, or in the depths of my mind. Worse than any hell.
Don't do this. Please. I'm begging you. Maybe you could just leave me here. To suffer. I can't keep reliving this.
You'll change?
Yes. I swear.
That's what they all say.
David's eyes began to flitter, the anesthesia having worn off. Staring at him was a doctor.
Well, look who's back. I know you're groggy, but I just couldn't wait to deliver the good news. Everything went according to plan. We'll have to monitor how Monica does with that portion of your liver, but in time, hers should regenerate cancer-free. Thanks to you.
Isn't that great, babe?
She asked, weakly, her bed next to his in recovery.
Looks like you're stuck with me a little while longer.
He and her travel nurse exchanged glances. Thank God, he lamented, dryly.
Did you see him while you were under?
The doctor joked.
I hear so many stories.
Something like that.
Oh, he doesn't believe in that kind of thing.
Monica assured him.
Neither of us do, really. Whatever happens, happens.
She stuck out her hand. David paused before eventually doing the same. gently grabbing a hold. And we're back. Any thoughts on what you just heard? Hit us up on social media. We're all over the place. You can also get in touch with castmates by heading to our website, including those that were in this short, with Michelle Casanova as Monica, myself as David/narrator, and Adam Robinson having voiced the Good Doctor. Next week is a brand new tale. You won't want to miss it. Endless thanks for listening to what it is that we do. It absolutely means the world. Until then, stay safe, be kind, and let your imagination run wild. We're out.